Concert of Life has been a labor of love. It has taken us 20 plus years of research, reflection, introspection, and a lot of verification of the facts that we have used in sharing our story.
Yes.
The main reason why I felt obliged to write my story is that I come from a family where storytelling is part of our culture. My father was a great storyteller. So was my grandmother, maternal grandmother.
Yes.
My father, Chief Jairo Okello, used to sit us down, especially in the evenings, to tell us stories about his youth, how they grew up, what challenges they faced. More importantly, he told us a lot of stories around the community and how the community, that's the Luo community, trekked down from Sudan into Uganda, North Uganda initially, then Western Uganda, Central Uganda in between, into Western Kenya, to our present day home in Imbo, Kadimo. In the process, we learned a lot about our culture, and the storytelling was actually a form of transmitting knowledge through generations. It was some kind of intergenerational conversation going on here. And you learn about your people, you learn about their culture, you learn about their way of life. The transmission was in the form of proverbs, riddles. It could also come in the form of mythology, parables, and all that kind of stuff. So the idea was to challenge you intellectually, but also tell you the story of your community. Now, fast forward, there's been a breakdown in that. Children are now growing away from their parents and staying away from their parents for so long. And I thought that we needed to bridge what is clearly a gap, because the intergenerational conversation that we have with our kids, and we'll have with your kids, God willing, is not the kind of intergenerational conversation we had with our parents, as I've tried to explain. And we are coming to a situation where kids are growing without understanding their identity, without understanding their ancestry, and without understanding their genealogy. So I wanted to do this book as a way of bridging that gap. Zimbabweans have a proverb, and they say this, that a tree that is deeply rooted is never shaken. So what it then means is we have to be culturally anchored as a people. We have to know what our identity is. We have to know our history. It's only then that we can be properly anchored. The book is focusing on 7 themes, core themes, 6 or 7 core themes. That provides the conceptual framework that underpinned the research, the writing, and what has come through in the form of Concert of Life. These themes are around identity, purpose, impact and significance, legacy, centrality of family as the axis of our existence, and finally, professional interdisciplinarity and polymathy. Sticking with the last core theme about professional interdisciplinarity and polymathy, allow me to expand a little bit. Unfortunately, the training we get in most of our African countries tend to encourage professionals to think in silos. Yet, in real life situations, the problems that we are called upon to solve, either as professionals or entrepreneurs, come to us in fairly complex combinations that requires an appreciation from an interdisciplinary perspective to have an understanding that there is interconnectivity or linkages between or amongst all these pillars or columns of knowledge, if you may. So I'm trained as a lawyer,
Yes.
but I did not want to be restricted just by that training. So I veered off mainstream lawyering, went into banking, worked with charitable organizations, went into environmental advocacy, policy formulation. As you know, we spent a lot of time also in helping universities structure their programs in a way that the programs speak to industry needs. I've been able, I think, to do this because I consciously decided
Yes.
that I was not going to be put into a silo, either practicing law in the context of litigation or commercial law or corporate law. I wanted to continue practicing law, but in a wider business context, so that I could, in a way,
Yes.
be a lawyer, but a lawyer with a pragmatic understanding of what business is all about. To me, therefore, interdisciplinarity is such a key theme, and so is polymathy. As you are aware, polymathy is about developing an ability to actually tease out knowledge from, strands of knowledge from different, disciplines, and be able to combine this knowledge and apply the knowledge in solving human problems, so that we then provide solutions which are holistic. I think these are the key themes that we are trying to grapple with in this book.
Thank you so much, Francis, for your thought leadership and introducing the idea of polymathy and how it can solve our problems as Africans or as citizens of the world.
As professionals and as entrepreneurs.
I like that combination, because you're actually innovating thought and deed, which is a hallmark of your life. And we thank you for your life that God has given you and that you have applied yourself adequately. And we hope as a youth of Africa will rally behind you through COOL, which is COOL, which is an acronym for Concert of Life, so that every child and every youth can have access to your story, so that they can build their own new stories and build a new, brighter continent that is Africa. I thank the audience that is here. I thank Keith for listening keenly. I thank Mama Mildred for inviting us here. I thank Felix Nerdum for anchoring this. And I thank Peggy Olwalo, who is a Gen Z and a member of KAVU, which will be supporting Francis 100%. We thank you, Mr. Chairman. You've dared to chair, and you're a corporate titan with a soul, and you're soulfully African. And we thank you also from the bottom of our hearts as part of your KAVU family for accepting to work with us to continue environmental stewardship. And we look forward to having a party in Africa for Concert of Life.
I think Kenyans should be thinking first and foremost about service. Service to our communities, service to our country, and service to Mother Africa. Kenyans should understand that the leadership positions that they occupy or will occupy are not positions for self-aggrandizement, but are platforms that should be used to promote development that benefits all members of our communities and all members of our country and Africa by extension. I think that, to me, should be the key message that should come out of this book, hopefully. I'm not being judgmental here, but I think that if that can come through, I will be one of the happiest authors in Africa.